For disclaimer, you are not pregnant.
Oh my God, bro. Everyone thought I was pregnant.
Hello, family and friends. Msafiri Podcast here again. We've been away for quite some time, but we're back. We had to do some updates on the room here, and finally, it's not there yet, but it's it's a little bit decent. So, and today I have an amazing guest. It's amazing because he has actually been one of the very active supporters of this channel, and I've also known her for quite some time. You know, we have playing music together in church. Finally, she's here. I really wanted her to bring her into the show. She came alone, but in the future, we'll bring her and her husband. But more about her to come. Please welcome Mayva. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. Hi, guys. My name is Mayva, and I am Isika's friend from church. I think that's where we met.
Yes.
And I kind of do everything. So I don't really have a nice summarized intro. But yeah, we'll talk about it as you said. So yeah.
Yes, just to start off, when I was starting this podcast, I really wanted a design, a backdrop that is really inspiring, really brings the African vibe. And I reached out to you, and I was expecting you to charge me a lot of money, but you are like, no, I'll do it for free. Just buy the materials. I really appreciate that. I just wanted to bring that up very in the beginning because you are here and it's in behind me, which is
true,
amazing. Yeah. Yes. When I asked you to design this and I told you asked me for any specific, I told you, nope, just, how was that experience?
So I've done big pieces. Okay, so I'm an artist. Maybe let me back up a bit.
Yes, please.
And I have done a lot of different forms of art. The biggest in terms of the dimensions like this was probably graffiti, but I've never done a painting this big.
Yeah.
And I knew you wanted a backdrop, so I was like, you know what, let me try. I wasn't going to charge you for something I haven't done before. And also you're my friend, so I think because you gave me that freedom to do whatever I want, I was like, absolutely, I'm just going to try and make it your vision. Yes. I was trying hard to capture your vision. So yeah, I did my best and I'm just so happy that you like it. For me, that was enough payment, honestly.
I was really impressed. I was really impressed. Hey, and if make more friends, people. Make more friends. Make sure you make friends with different talents. You never know what you need, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun project working on it. And I didn't know what to include, but I was just like, okay, let me think the most African thing I can do, but I also wanted it to be unique. So that's why I added like the matatu with Nairobi and, know, just a few elements from home. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun working on it. So.
How long did it take you to do the whole thing?
The whole thing, because I didn't do it in one go.
Yes.
But if I had to estimate, maybe like a couple of hours, like maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not including the time I spent on the computer trying to find design. But the painting itself took a long time because I didn't have like the big brushes. So probably 8 or 9 hours, I think, total.
Yeah, it was quite a dedication.
So, yeah.
It's just amazing looking at it. I love it.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we knew you were in Calvin College.
Yes.
And maybe tell us just quick experience about your life at Calvin College, because that's where I got to know you because I was following your work.
So I moved here in 2018 from Kenya to Calvin. The only reason I came to Calvin was because of the financial aid. There's no deep story behind it.
Yes.
So I came here and then my experience there was, good and bad. I wouldn't say it was bad and it was all good. I made a ton of international friends. Actually, I'm in town because one of my friends just got married. So made some nice lifelong friends. While I was there, I studied public health, and then international development. We all started as medicine, but
yes, but things change down the road. It's okay.
Yeah, obviously I'm not a doctor, so we know how that went. But yeah, it was good, honestly. The only thing I didn't like about Calvin was probably the weather, but that's not Calvin, that's Michigan.
That's Michigan, yes.
So
what would you say to someone who is thinking about coming to America to study?
Do it. Oh my gosh, absolutely. It's the biggest hurdle is the finances. So if you can get around that, like for me, I was supposed to come here in 2017, but yeah, we didn't have the money. So I took a year. I was doing some art stuff, selling, saving up. My family was fundraising. You use your relatives' bank statements to get through the visa interview. But if you can, do it. Because unfortunately, I mean, it's true. There's not a ton of opportunities in Kenya. Like my friends who graduated, because I also went to University of Nairobi for like a semester. They don't have jobs, most of them.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you can, do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
It's a good experience, a different perspective, different environment. You get to meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
from all over the world.
Because would you have stayed in Kenya if you had the chance to stay or come here? Or
oh, I would have come here.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody wants to come here, so and secure the opportunities. When did you start doing painting? Like your craft.
So when I was in class 6, that's 6th grade for the American audience watching. Actually, it's my Aunt Eve, she went to a very bougie school in Kenya, Braeburn, Kisumu. And in the school, they had art. So if you know anything about the 844 system, they don't do that anymore. There was an art. So I really was interested in, drawing and all that kind of stuff. So then she was doing it in her school. I just kind of used to copy the stuff she used to do. And then my grandma used to buy for me, those kids comic books? Yes. And so I just used to trace and copy.
Yeah.
So class 6 is where I started. But it was just for fun, it wasn't anything serious. And then it wasn't until I think I went to, not high school, but class 8 in another school. And that school had art. So I joined, of course, the art club and, learned a few more things. And then high school is where now I was just on my own. That's when I discovered my own style. I like colors and all that. And then kind of like the rest is history. And if the opportunity presented itself, I always took it. Just the same as this. I'd never done it before. And so class 6 is where it really started.
That's awesome. So this Sarah Heath,
yeah,
the one that I know,
my aunt.
I would love to bring her in the show as well. She's one of my. Your family has been really supporting my work.
Oh,
from
good.
The very
and
beginning.
They should.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Once we succeed, we'll make sure we throw a big party.
Yeah, honestly, they should, and everyone should support each other because that's how we all grew. So. Yeah.
And then in Kenya, did you do like any projects like you've been doing here? All right.
I think the pinnacle was actually, again, because of Eve, I met this guy. He's called Smokila in Kenya. He's a very I don't know if he's well known, but to me, I thought he was a well-known graffiti artist. He founded Graffiti Girls Kenya. And so that's where I first started learning how to do graffiti, stencil work. And we did a few big projects on the wall.
Yes.
And then I didn't even do this one, but because I was part of the group, when I went back to Kenya in 2019, me and some of the other girls in Graffiti Girls Kenya were able to go to the UN conference and present the peace work in front of 4 heads of state. I think it was Kenya, South Sudan, Fiji, and another country. So that was probably the coolest project.
And it was in Kenya where you guys did the presentation?
Yes, nice. It was at the UN Gigiri location. So that was cool. I also did a few other projects for a nonprofit. And then the biggest thing probably is I used to make art out of recycled materials and sell that. So that wasn't working with anyone. That was just me and my friend.
Yes.
And I made a ton of money, surprisingly. I would just make these organizers out of recycled fabric, recycled toilet paper rolls, recycled everything, and I would sell those. So that was really fun. We did that for about a year, and yeah.
It's good that you mentioned that you made money, because my next question was, maybe you can expand on it, for the parents who are raising kids and their kids are trying to move into like painting.
Yeah.
What, like, I always ART, I can't say it.
Art?
Yes.
Oh, I know some people are like, art. Do you do art? I'm like, no, I don't do art. I do art. Art. I just say art.
Okay, I'll say art, because it's much easier for me.
Nah, don't struggle.
Yes. So, what would you say to somebody, a young person who is trying to discover that? But sometimes you can have parents who are like, no, we want you to do engineering, we want you to do all these other crazy subjects. What would you say to that individual and also to the parents?
I think both have a place. I'm not going to be the person who's encouraging you to follow your passion wildly, because art doesn't have a lot of money. It takes time. Even me, I don't know if I would ever, unless I became wildly successful, be like, I'm a full-time artist. I did that once when I couldn't find a job. Still not enough money to live off of. I would encourage the parents to not discourage the child from doing that.
Yes.
Because it does have a place. Because what's the point of just being an engineer or a lawyer if you're depressed?
That's true, yeah.
Because art is also an outlet, the same way some people do sports or other things. But for the kids or people who are doing it, if you're going to college or high school, please make it in such a way that you can do both.
Yes.
So like, for example, if you're studying engineering or nursing or whatever it is, please make that the backbone of your income.
Yes.
And then do this other stuff on the side. Do your art or your music on the side. And then if you get to the point where now your art or your creative projects are taking off, then maybe you can now, leave the other 9 to 5. Because it's going to be very depressing and sad for you to be following your passion and you're not seeing the type of income you want.
Right.
It makes it even harder to continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. It's something that you want to enjoy.
Yeah.
So having an income.
Yeah.
And also doing this on the side. So when you were in college, when were you getting time to paint? Were you just during your...
So actually, that's a good question, because when I moved here to the US, I was doing double major and I was doing honors and I was working. I don't know if I should say this here, but I was working like 3-4 jobs at the same time.
Yes.
So, and I was a resident assistant and I was involved in so many different clubs and organizations. So my art kind of took, is it called a back door? I wasn't focusing on it as much as I should or could have. So I think in the first 2 years, the first half of college, I was doing a lot more. I sold pieces. I was in the school magazine for art, doing my YouTube project and stuff like that. But life gets in the way. But I don't know. That's a hard question. So I didn't do the best job of balancing, but it's okay. I usually say seasons happen. Sometimes it's very busy for me in the art side of my life, and sometimes it's just not. So I've learned not to put the pressure on myself to do it all the time. So
makes sense,
yeah, just balancing, but not ever forgetting that that's something you're good at or you like.
Know that I used to watch a lot, especially the one that you are painting and you're filming it, and you're adding the voiceovers.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I enjoyed those a lot.
Yeah. I'll come back.
You are doing it in your dormitory.
Yeah.
And when did you start vlogging? Was it like...
So vlogging, I started after high school. Because of course, if you go to the Kenyan system high school, no one is allowing you to bring a phone or a camera. So that was after high school. I have to really give a shout out to one of my friends called Phil. He's the one who introduced me to video editing, how YouTube works, all the things. He really taught me how that works. And so, I started vlogging just so I could share my work.
Yes.
Just for fun. And then I think along the way somewhere I started feeling like it's a lot of pressure. Like people are watching me. But then it gets in your head. Now you're like, now the art piece has to be good. So now you procrastinate and then you don't do it. And then you find, oh, it's been like 6 months since I posted.
Yes.
But I started vlogging in around 2019, 2018. No, 2018.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah.
In the same area of I guess art and music. Where do you, or like how did, what built up your interest into like drumming? Because you are a really good drummer.
Okay, yeah, so that's another thing I do a little bit of. I wouldn't call myself a pro drummer. Again, that same friend, like you're saying, have good friends who have talents. That same friend, Phil, we studied together at the University of Nairobi. And I was always interested in just theater, art, those creative things. Even if I'm not on stage doing it, I was just always interested in it. So he just so happened to know how to play a lot of instruments. And we had a drum set downstairs. So, you have free time, you go and like just do it. So I had tried the piano. I said, nah.
I was like, that's not it.
I don't know why in my head it just doesn't make sense, especially because you have to do your left hand too. That didn't work.
Yeah.
And then I tried, the next instrument I tried was actually guitar. And this thing, the strings were really hurting my fingers. Plus, the teacher said we couldn't have nails. I said, say less, bye. That was the end.
Yeah.
I said, that's not going to work. So then when I came across the drums, I was like, this is fun. It also goes with my personality. I'm loud and and I don't need to learn about the keys because I didn't understand that either.
Yes.
So it just worked. And Phil just used to teach me like once, twice a week. And it was fun. And I was a fast learner. And then it was another guy at my church as well for a bit. And then I moved and I found that they had a drumming class at Calvin. That one sucked. But I still learned something.
Why did it suck?
The teacher was a bit too uptight. Sorry. Some of the teachers here in the US, they really like that order, perfection type thing. But I wasn't used to that.
Yes.
So, yeah. But then over time, because at that point I already had the basics, it was easy to join the church where there wasn't such an uptight, like you have to learn how to read music and all that. So yeah, the more I practiced, then the more I was able to build up my skills. So yeah.
Oh, I would say we have enjoyed your skills, and it was such a sad moment when I was like, we can't have you anymore.
Yeah, it was fun though. Yeah, like doing it together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've said this on the show before. He's a really good. You do both bass and electrics,
Acoustic.
Acoustic, okay.
Yes, bass and acoustic. Yeah.
It's very good. Yesterday at church we were playing, and he just. I was like, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
You know, in your wedding, I know we'll talk about your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
We heard you drum in your wedding.
That's true. I can send you some video clips if you want.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a ton of fun. I did play the drums.
Yeah. You gotta send me the clip so we can attach there and people can see. But
yeah,
you were like, man, you gotta participate. And it was fun.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure it surprised so many people, especially people who didn't know that you can drum.
Yeah, because I don't go around telling people, hey, did you know I could play the drums?
Right.
Like, at the time, too, like the people at my job, they were like, what is going on?
What's going on? Yes.
So that was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of talents, and it's amazing that, you are able to balance all those. And one of the things I got to say for the people who have not met you yet, and everybody should meet you, is that you are a very friendly person. You bring energy, positive energy in every group that you come across. And I really like that. I think if there's one of the millions ways you are contributing to the society is actually bringing life into people's that you met with. So anytime I think about Mayva, I think about we gotta have fun,
Yeah, man. I don't like taking life too seriously. I don't know. Maybe that's it. But I'm also not a very serious person. I feel like there's a time and place for that.
Yes, yeah.
Like if you found me at work, the last corporate job I was working, oh my God, they thought I was so serious.
Yes.
Like it's like a different person. But when I'm with my friends, it's easy to, just calm down and have a good time. So yeah, it's fun.
Hey, I want to hear your story about you and Victor.
Oh my God. I know that's the real reason he brought me here today.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to try and make it as quick as I can.
Yes.
I met Victor in high school. A lot of people don't know that. But I went to Chemelil Sugar Academy in the middle of Muhoroni. Next to Awasi.
Yes.
Like these are very rural places. But yeah, so we met in high school.
Yes.
But then after, and I didn't like him. I thought he was so annoying.
Yeah.
Because he was the class prefect, the class monitor.
Yeah.
And you know me there, I talk a lot. He used to write my name.
Trouble.
Yeah, every time, man. Like the teacher would come, be like, Victor, where's the list for noisemakers? And I was always on that list every time. So I used to get punished. So I didn't like him. So when him and his family moved to the US, when I tell you I was celebrating,
Yes.
I was so happy. So then we didn't speak to each other for the rest of high school because I didn't have a phone. And we weren't friends anyway.
Yes. And it was writing you up anyway.
Exactly, like that traitor.
Oh, man.
So then when I moved here to the US, that's when, because of social media, you find the mutual friends.
Yes.
And then I think he sent me a friend request on Instagram. But I was like, oh yeah, Victor, I remember him. And then throughout the time when I was at Calvin, so I never used to post my relationship on social media, but I was dating someone else then. But he didn't know that. So he used to, so he used to, like if I post a picture on my story, for example, he send me like, oh, you look good. But I never thought of it like in a weird way. Like I was just like, okay, thanks, Victor.
Yeah.
But turns out this guy was hitting on me for like 3 years. Yeah. So for 3 years.
You are busy. You are busy with your.
I didn't even realize. Because when you're in a relationship, right? So you're focused on the person you're with.
Yeah.
So you're not thinking that, or maybe you, I don't know, but I'm a very oblivious person anyway. I was like, oh, that's, Victor.
Yes.
Yeah. So
no, I think that's at least when you're in a relationship, that's maybe I think the right way to go about it.
Yeah. Or your focus is on whoever you're with. So anyway,
it's not that you are trying to be rude. You are not.
No. So when the other relationship ended, then I started now looking at these messages. I'm like, oh. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Because, you see the emoji that has the love heart eyes.
Yes.
I'm like, how did I miss that?
Yes.
So then I started looking at his profile. I thought, this man is too fine for me.
Yes.
Now he's too Americanized. He's in the army.
Right.
I was like, I don't think I can date this guy. Plus, I'm in Michigan. He's in another state.
Right.
So I didn't think it would work. But then he kept on shooting his shot once he realized, I know what's going on now. And then I started really liking talking to him. So then one time I decided to make the trip and go see him.
Yes.
But keep in mind, this is the first time I'm seeing him since high school.
But before we go there, let me pull you back a little bit.
Yeah.
So he started liking your post.
Oh yeah, he had always been liking my posts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when did it actually transition to like a conversation, like a DM?
So when we connected the first time, he immediately reached out like, hey, it's me or something like that. I mean, I don't know what he said or what I said, but it was a very cordial conversation like I would have with anyone.
Yes.
So maybe, I don't know. And I didn't think of it as a DM. I just thought he was reaching out.
Yeah.
So it had been happening once in a while. We didn't talk every day. For like the 3 years, it was like, oh, I see that you're back. Like I would comment on his thing. I would message him. And he would be like, oh, yeah, I'm back from this training. And so I'm so dumb. And he would always comment when I wore something and put it on my story. So I guess it was an ongoing thing, but again, I was very respectful of my relationship then. So it's not like I was messaging Victor every day. It was like
Right.
once in a while.
Once in a while,
Yeah. So.
And I think
Yeah.
it's many of us miss those opportunities or messages somebody's trying to say.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes it helps like just going direct, like, hey, by the way, are you single?
So. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because somebody may not be actually there. Like you are saying, you are dating someone, and somebody may be here dying. And then like,
you think you need to shoot your shot,
right?
Because some of us out here were very oblivious. I didn't know, and if he would have, I don't think. Maybe I wouldn't even have known at some point. It's just because I had stopped being in the other relationship and I just happened to look through. So if I hadn't done that, maybe right now. So Isika, you need to shoot your shot.
Hey, when I'm ready, you know, I'll shoot my shot.
Like, what's up, baby girl?
All right.
Single? Yeah.
Oh man, sometimes I think I scare people.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I found like ladies sometimes they can just be afraid of me.
Really? You're so approachable though.
Sometimes maybe I'm too spiritual.
I can see that. But yeah, I mean, but that's a good thing anyway. If someone doesn't want
exactly
that, then at least you know that it wouldn't have worked maybe anyway. I don't know. But
no, I agree.
You're a great guy. You guys, if you're single, make sure you comment down below.
Right?
He's single.
Hey, you gotta be serious with your faith.
Yes.
And not just like to say like that, people just say, oh, you know, when people, you know, they are looking for people, they can say anything. Like seriously.
I'm a Christian.
I do not want to date anybody who I have to force them to go to church.
No.
Or we have to pray. Or you have to, no.
Yeah.
Or somebody who is looking for me to give them happiness. I do not have that.
Yeah, you're going to find the right person though.
Yeah.
And take your time. I mean, God will make it happen when it's time. So.
Are we going to post this section or I cut it out?
I feel like you should include it though. I feel like your audience wants to know more about you too.
I mean, that's true. And maybe
who knows? Maybe this is the way. I'm kidding. This is the way you find the one.
I knew I'll bring you and you'll put me in the spot.
Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
I'm the one supposed to be putting in the spot.
I'm gonna be serious from now on. Okay, okay.
All right. So you and Victor, now you went to visit him.
I did. So
how did
looking
you decide,
back, I'm
maybe
like,
I'm being creepy by a little bit, but how did you now decide all of a sudden now you're gonna go see each other? Was it official you guys are dating?
No, that's the creepy and scary part too. Because I'm not saying, like, he could have been a serial killer. We hadn't seen each other for 7 years. I could have been a serial killer. Like, we both didn't know, right? Yeah. So I think the way that I decided that summer, I had been visiting my family in Boston for a while. And I don't know, when I came back to Grand Rapids, everything was just like reminding me of my old relationship.
Yes.
And I thought, you know what? It's not good to just be sad and, So I was like, let me just give it a chance. I didn't really think too hard about it. I was just like, hey, I will just book the ticket and see. And if it's not gonna work out, that's fine. Then it will be like, hey, I've been to this new place now. So that's how I made the decision. I booked the ticket and I flew. When I was in the plane was just about to land. That's when I was like, wait, I didn't even tell anyone where I'm going. So if he is a serial killer and I die, no one will know where to look. Yes. So I think I told one friend and that was it. But I also didn't want to tell people because I knew we weren't dating.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. And I don't do that.
There's a little I'm getting here. Maybe I did not connect.
Yeah.
So did you just tell Victor, hey, Victor, I want to just come visit? Or you lived close to Boston?
No. So at the time he was in upstate New York. So, okay, maybe let me reel it back. Because we broke up with the other person.
Yes.
I'm here heartbroken.
Yeah.
And then I go visit my family. So when I'm with my family, that's when me and Victor really start talking in the summer.
Yeah.
So we really start talking. And then I realized this guy is really, he's not bad.
Yeah.
So because we were speaking more and more and more, that's why I felt comfortable to book the ticket. So then by the time I got there, it wasn't like, or by the time I was making the booking, it wasn't just like, I don't know him and I'm just booking it. I don't know.
No, it now makes sense.
So,
It makes sense. And I think I met Victor.
Yeah, that's true.
And even though it was not like long, it was during that period of the wedding period.
Yeah.
And I could tell he's a great guy.
Yeah, he really
yes.
has a sense of peace and calm around him. I felt very, very comfortable with him very quickly, which doesn't usually happen because with guys, I usually have my guard up.
Yes.
Like I said, that's not something I would typically do. I don't know. But because he wasn't forcing anything, he wasn't luring me to do anything.
Yes.
It was just like, hey, you want to meet up? And I was like, sure, you know.
Right, why not? Wow, yes.
Yeah.
I will have both of you because I also want to hear about his experience in military.
Right, he has a totally different maybe story.
Yes. Well, he started at one point.
Yeah.
But I know it's a beautiful story as well. So Victor is in the military.
He is.
And you guys got married.
Yes.
Now speaking of the marriage, the planning period was very short.
Yes.
If I remember.
Yeah, a month.
How did you do that in a month? And just for disclaimer, you are not pregnant.
Oh my God, bro. Everyone thought I was pregnant. People need to, as Africans, need to stop that. I swear to God. People were convinced.
Well, and I bring that up because I know me and you are, and we talked about it yesterday at church. Yeah. That's why I'm bringing it up. But,
Okay. So for context, right? Me and Victor dated for a year and a half. So like, fast forward, that trip was good.
Yes.
But like, okay, we actually really are a good fit. We didn't die. He didn't kill me, obviously.
Yes.
And so then we saw each other a few more times after that. And then we started dating much, much later. So then we dated for a year and a half.
Yes.
What happened is my job at that time, I made the mistake of letting them know that I wanted to move a bit too early. And so, they just had wanted to hire someone almost immediately. So the problem was I wasn't finding another job. And so I was in a dilemma where I was like, okay, now I might have to go back to school because I don't want to be in the country without the necessary
legal status.
And then Victor's just like, well, why don't we get married? I was like, yeah, sure. Anyway, as we were saying, but he was so serious. And I was like, oh, you're not joking. So that was in May. I contacted the immigration lawyer. She said, absolutely, I can help you with this. And once we told our families, it was like, let's go. And the reason why it was able to happen the way it happened is we didn't think it was going to be a big thing. Initially, it was supposed to be me, Victor, and our families. And the pastor.
Yes.
And then the pastor was like, no, you're joking, right?
You're right.
He's like, you're a member of the church now. You've been serving. So you don't worry about that. We'll open it up and people will come through. And that's exactly what happened. I wasn't even supposed to have a wedding dress. But now, because, it's like I'm going to church.
Yes.
And so I did everything with the help of people. I can never say that I did that by myself. I mean, you guys they did a whole praise session. First of all, I was late to the wedding for like an hour. Was it an hour?
Something like that.
I'm African. Don't judge. People from my co-workers at the time, they bought the cake. They had my makeup, hair, and nails done. Like they paid for everything. They decorated the venue. They got the plates. You guys did the music. People at the church brought food decorations. Like the only thing that I did was wear the dress. The dress and be there. Yeah. Pretty much.
Another advantage of being involved in the community.
That's
and
true.
Making those connections.
Yeah. Because if it wasn't for everyone else doing that, I don't think, because first of all, it wasn't even in our budget to do a wedding at that time. It was just more like Victor being like, this is a solution. We can do it and then worry about a big wedding later. But once the pastor was like, joke's on you, we were like, okay. So that's how we were able to do it in a month. It was purely because of the help of the community at church. The old church I used to go to, all my friends from Calvin, the worship team, like our families, our friends. So,
And the church was packed. It came like a group that, do you do Bible study with those?
It was funny.
That group?
Yeah, the old church I used to go to, because I didn't always go to the African church. I joined a Bible study by mistake. because I had tried joining
Yes.
the youth Bible study and I didn't like it at all.
Yes.
So I was like, let me try the small groups because the youth one was like a big one. So let me try the small groups. And I accidentally ended up joining one that was 55 plus. But then I fit right in and I never left. And so the old people group, the group is big. It's like maybe 25 people, but about half of them were there for the wedding.
They were there. Yes, yes.
So,
it was the whole place was packed.
Yeah, and people from church, and African weddings, we didn't have like a guest list, or I think we started with one, and then
like scratch that.
Yeah, just everyone was welcome. So yeah, it was beautiful.
Yes, and then we sent you guys off, to start a life.
Yes,
and. You had to move.
I did. Wait, can I say a really funny thing that happened before that?
Yes.
So I'm going to embarrass Victor really quick. So in Michigan, right, with this place where we live, there's a place called Grand Haven. And so it's by the beach. So that's where I wanted to do the honeymoon. Because Victor had to go back to work for the army. And I had to go wrap up my job here before moving. I said, we can do a quick honeymoon, like 3-4 days at the Grand Haven because it's next to the beach. It's beautiful. He said, okay, I got you.
Yes.
Tell me why the day when the wedding ended, Sassy, we're ready to go. He already booked the tickets and everything. Tell me why we put it in the map. It's supposed to say like 45 minutes to an hour or something.
Yes.
It said 10 minutes. You know why? Because Victor booked Granville. Granville is not it.
It's not it. No.
So that's where we spent our honeymoon. It's very funny. But anyway,
that's funny.
So yeah,
you are like 10 minutes.
I was like,
it's supposed to be at least 45 at the minimum.
But we did go to Grand Haven the next day. So
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, so then he had to go back to work almost immediately after the wedding. It's like just 3 days. And then let me try and think. Yeah, I kept on working here, and then eventually after a month, then I moved to New York. Yeah.
New York,
so, yes.
How does it, because I know after New York, you guys moved to Arizona, right?
Yes, girl. If you're going to be a military spouse or a military person, even active duty, you're going to be moving around a lot.
A lot, yes.
Especially if you're either going for a training to change your job, because that's what he was doing, or just generally, you move every 2, 3, or 4 years. So me, when I moved to New York, that was his last 6 months there. So after 6 months, we moved to Arizona. In Arizona, now we're going to move again to Kansas. So yeah, and then after that, we're going to move. So yeah.
So the Kansas one is supposed to happen soon, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it sucks. I don't like moving, but it's okay. Because I really like Arizona, but it's okay.
How have you been able to kind of adjust to that? Is it like, and not just you, but as a family, you and Victor, in that situation, you guys kind of like limit how much actually buy for the houses, like to live at the minimum, or how do you, because moving is hard. Okay,
to be fair, the army pays for you to move. So luckily that helps. I mean, you pay for it out of your pocket and then they reimburse you.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot. I think it's good to, because me, I knew nothing about the military. Keep in mind, before going into this, I believed, they're just shooting all the time.
Yes.
Surprise! People in the army have real jobs like this. They have musicians, cooks, mechanics. So being in that community is very important for you to have a support, other military spouses, other military people. So I think that helped me a lot, knowing that I wasn't alone. So I didn't have a ton of friends because, like I said, in New York, we were only there for 6 months. But it was helpful asking people around and saying, okay, you should go with this instead of that. Do it this way. Pack by yourself instead of hiring a moving company. So I think for us as a family, it's been just learning from other people. Because it's our first time being married. It's my first time being a military spouse. It's my first time moving, to a new state, because it's not for school, so.
So what I'm hearing is actually you get to see Victor at least every day.
I do. So Victor works a normal job, like a 9 to 5
9
job.
to 5.
Yeah.
But in the military base.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
The only difference between, say, your job that you go to 9 to 5 and his job is he has, they call it PT, physical. It's like exercise in the morning. That's the only difference.
That's the only difference.
Yeah. Even me, I used to think he's in the army. He's just going to be shooting guns every day from 9 to 9.
Right.
No, but yeah, they actually go to work at like 8 or 9 a.m., come back at 5. So that's in uniform. That's the uniform, difference. Yeah.
All right. So, I can connect now. I decided to connect with the previous guy I had here. Matendo.
Yeah.
If it was in case of a deployment, that's when he now will be away from family.
Yeah, so that's what we're going through right now. So he, so if you're in the army, you can either, depending on where it is, if it's a war zone, I think you usually go by yourself. You can't go with your family, but some places you can. So for example, this past year, he's been gone to South Korea. But we didn't go together because if we would have gone, it would have been 2 years and I didn't know if I would have a job. And so I was already working. So we opted for that. So that was also a big adjustment. So
I can imagine, I can imagine.
Especially being newlyweds in a new state. But honestly, I think with God, you just put him at the foundation of your marriage or your relationship. And I mean, that's all you can do. I don't think we would have been okay without God. Like, I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, you know? I don't know either how people do it,
And this man left me with 3 pets. So, but they keep me company. So that helps. You can, when you guys are separated, you should definitely have some kind of community. Like right now, I'm in another small group I go to the chapel. So the chapel has a small group.
Yes.
I have the 3 pets. They keep me busy. I was working, but now I'm not working at that company anymore. But I keep myself busy. I do my little videos and I garden and I bake and I cook and I clean and I do job applications. I call my friends and family. So so you don't go insane.
How often do you speak to Victor?
Every single day.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very important.
Yes.
He calls me like 3-4 times a day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good to maintain that connection and
makes it easier.
I know you rush through your pets. Are these pets? Are they like dogs? Are they cats? Are they snakes?
Hey, we rebuke. No, so I had 2 cats already before we got married. I had 2 cats, and so when I moved and we got married, I mean, we now had the 2 cats, and then Victor really likes dogs. You know, I didn't ever think I would have an indoor dog. But you know that you're married, that you have to compromise. So I said, yes, he could have a pet. I kid you not, Isika. Imagine we had this conversation the day before. Tell me why we had a dog the day after. Like, it's like he had been planning for months. He took me outside. We were sitting outside. And as soon as I said yes, the next day we came back home with a dog. So anyway, we have... but then... So we had now the 2 cats and the 1 dog.
Yes.
And then my 1 cat passed away. So now it's just the 2 of them.
Yes.
And the cat that's left over doesn't like the dog very much. So we decided to get another dog so that they could play together.
Yes.
And it's worked out really well so far. They keep me company.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's fun.
Quickly, what would you say? You used to have a cat.
Yeah.
And then you never thought that you would ever get a dog. And now you have a dog. Do you appreciate dogs now? Or you still... And what advantage do you think you realize that they bring to your life?
In the beginning, the first 1 month was rough. I said, I don't like this dog because he's a puppy. Puppies, they're apparently very similar to kids. This dog will be crying in the middle of the night.
Yes. Yeah.
Like peeing in the house on the carpet or, you know. But then after we got through that, after Victor trained him to pee outside and all that kind of stuff, honestly, the dogs have made me so much more patient. Yes. And I feel like if you want to have kids, you should have a pet. Yes. Okay, not should, but it helps, I think.
It helps, yeah.
Because I feel like I have a lot more responsibility, you know, like I have to make sure that, I mean, it's small things. It's nothing compared to having a real baby. But like even now when I'm gone, I'm like, who are they going to stay with? Do they have
Yes.
enough food? Do they have enough?
Yeah.
So it's taught me so much more responsibility,
Definitely.
patience, and they're great companions. You know, you take them out to the dog park, then you meet other people.
Yes,
so it helps
that's true.
to make new friends. You know, my neighbors, love them. And my little dog is actually more like a security guard. She's very attached, follows me everywhere. So I feel safe because I have the dogs too. There's a lot more advantages than disadvantages.
And what, you know, when you're taking them to walk, you know, you're putting your steps in.
You're exercising, true. So it's been a lot more fun. In the beginning, it was not, but but now it's good.
Gardening. What do you have in your garden?
I have sunflowers, tomatoes, peas. I said tomatoes or potatoes?
Tomatoes.
I have potatoes too.
Nice.
I have a ton of just flowers. And what else did I plant? I don't remember. Like herbs, but some of them died.
Yes.
So I do a lot of indoor plants, aloe vera as well. I'm blanking now. Oh, spinach, kale. I even have maize.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a few plants. Cilantro, those ones died. The herbs all died. But yeah. So.
Because of the weather. I don't think Arizona gets a lot of winter, if any.
No, it's very little, yeah.
So are you able to have a garden almost throughout the year? As long as you have water?
I think it depends on the plants. Because like aloe vera, it doesn't matter whether it's winter or whatever. But then the flowers, the more fragile ones, they will die out once it starts getting super cold. Because it does get cold. It's just like not a ton of snow, if any.
Yes.
So I usually plant, like I planted in March, I think. So March through the summer, and then I'll probably just stop in like November, which is when we're moving anyway.
Right.
So yeah, right now we harvested some peas, some tomatoes, some even we have lettuce. Did I say that one?
Yes.
Lettuce. So yeah, most of the year, which is kind of nice.
Which is nice. Yes. I know you do. You know, hurt. You play drums. You're a military spouse.
Yeah.
You did mention, you know, you are dog and cat mom.
That's what I do. That's my job. Yeah.
What are you doing? Like you mentioned that you go to work. Actually, what do you do at work? So, and is that something that you went actually for your degree, or is completely different?
Completely different. So, like I said earlier, I studied international relations and then public health. Guys, where I live is in the middle of the desert. It's rural. There is no international relation job.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So unfortunately, when I moved there, I couldn't keep working my job. That was very much international relations because of the time difference. So applying there's no jobs. This is a very, very small town. So yeah, very soon I found myself just like doing the art more. I used to go to farmers markets and stuff to supplement my income.
Yes.
But I was applying and nothing, just absolutely nothing. Remote jobs, nothing. So then eventually I ended up in finance, which is the last thing I ever thought I would do. Yeah, but I'm a nerd. A lot of people don't know that. I actually like learning a lot. So I said yes. And I did for 5 months. I studied and I studied and I studied because I didn't want to fail the exams. You have to do these certifications. So I got about 5 certifications that allow you to do, you know, investment and stocks and bonds and retirement plans and life insurance and that kind of stuff. And then I started working at the end of last year at this financial firm. And so I did that for about 6 months and then I stopped. And it was very corporate America, like, you know, go to the office, you have your own office. I wasn't used to that. I was working at a nonprofit before this. So it's a little bit of an upgrade. But I stopped due to, it wasn't anything bad really. I just was not comfortable with sales. It's a sales job at the end of the day. And I was like, there's some lines there I don't want to cross just so I can get a client to buy a product. So, but I loved it. I really, really loved it. I still have my licenses. So hopefully when we move, I can use them, but we'll see. So right now I'm not actively working there because we're about to move, but we'll see. So
do I see there that actually the part of the reason why you left the job is you want to maintain your dignity. But there's also this spiritual aspect of that of it, because if I'm assuming those lines could have included, if you cross them, maybe a little bit of lying. Oh, what was it?
Like Isika, just buy this, life insurance policy. I know it doesn't work with your budget right now, but trust me, if you buy this $1 million policy and you die today, your family gets, but like, are you going to die tomorrow? No, you're a healthy young man. So I felt the pressure to sell and perform was not going to just be in line with my personal values.
Yes.
Because I mean, you have to sell products to earn a salary.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of the top producers or performers in the sales industry kind of have to be very cutthroat, unless you're lucky.
Yes.
And you just really have a big network that you can tap into, and they want those things. Because that's the other challenge of being a military spouse. So like a job like that wants you to have a network of people that you can ask to buy these products.
Yes.
But I just hadn't lived in Arizona very long. I don't have a list of 100 people to call and buy stocks and bonds. And besides, I wanted my friends and family to be my friends and family, not my clients.
That's true. That's true.
And that's a line I was not willing to cross. Because now what if something goes wrong? Your stock doesn't perform. And now it's like, it's awkward. We're in church.
Right.
So I just was like, it's fine. I would rather not have this paycheck and have my relationships and trust that God will provide.
Yes.
Yeah. But at the same time, I do sell my art on the side, like, platforms like Etsy and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not very busy. Like I said, art is not going to be your main source of income as you're starting, but it's okay. And luckily, the military provides you with so many non-monetary benefits that you don't have to worry. So like, for example, health insurance, I don't pay a dime when I go to the hospital.
Awesome.
A dime. You see, I never used to have health insurance. That's a big deal for me.
And I've gone through a period of time without insurance, and
you're sick, but you're not
big,
going.
That's like big.
Yeah, so for like 3 years, I didn't have health insurance, and I'm sick. I had COVID. That's the only time I went to the hospital. And then they slap you with the big bill. You're like, even if I'm dying the next time, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
So despite the fact that right this second, I don't have a 9 to 5. I think we're fine because, like I said, we have housing allowance and food allowance and medical insurance. So it's like, we're not millionaires, but we're just fine.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So as we wind up,
yes,
Mayva, is there anything that people can catch from this conversation we just had?
Yeah.
Or maybe something that we haven't touched on? What would that be?
That's a really good question. I just feel like I would say don't limit yourself, because I grew up thinking, you have to just choose one or the other. The past like 5-6 years of my life, I feel like there's not been one time where I was doing this or that.
Yes.
So I would encourage whoever it is, no matter how old you are, or how young, like what stage you're in school, you're working, you're young, you're old, like, don't limit yourself. Like, I didn't know I would be in finance. Even when I was going to college, I didn't know I would still be able to do my art or sell it. I didn't think anyone in the US would care about my stuff, my earrings, my paintings. Look, now you have one.
Yes, I know.
And that's a lesson I'm still learning.
Yes. To
not limit myself, and that you can truly do whatever you want. When I was going into finance, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to be like a genius or something. And I know I'm smart, but like, it's all in your head.
It is.
So don't limit yourself to just one thing. If you have an interest in whatever it is, I would encourage you to do it, even if it's just on the side, once a month. Like me, I'm not very consistent with YouTube, but I'm consistent with my short videos on Instagram, and that brings me joy. And and I garden and I bake and I cook, and so I'm not going to limit myself to just a military spouse or just an artist or just a drummer or just this or that. And if another career opportunity or creative opportunity comes, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Learn all the new skills you can. There's a time I wanted to become a truck driver.
All right.
I even
like trying to get a CDL?
Yeah. Because why? There's a time, oh my God, my parents are going to kill me when they see this. There's a time I went to the army recruiting station to see if I could join the army. There's a time I wanted to do woodwork. There's a time I wanted to even do aviation. So don't limit yourself. No. I don't think you weren't born to do just one thing. Like you're doing podcasting, which I never thought that you were interested in because I never heard you talk about it.
Me neither.
Yeah. So, but what about you? What are all the different things that you do?
Quite a bit. So I went to school to be an engineer, mechanical engineer. Worked a couple years.
He's smart.
I own a trucking business, and I closed it last year.
Okay.
And then I play guitar.
Yes.
I've played guitar since high school.
Oh, okay.
So being in the church here gives me opportunity to continue doing that. And then what else do I do? Podcasting here. Try to learn how to program.
Program like the coding stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes I'm coming to realize that with myself that, if it's like, let's say like, I have a website for this podcast and I had some people building and I was just not liking it. So I was like, I'm doing it myself. Yeah. And I did it myself and I liked the results.
I did see the website. It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there are a couple small projects here and there. And my hope is like one day maybe they may end up being a source of income.
They will. If you keep doing this.
Yes. Yeah. So sometimes I have so many things I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because like I feel like sometimes I'm able to fit in so many areas. Like if it's in guitar, I can play in church. I build a community. If it comes to podcasting, I connect with so many people.
True.
And if there's anything I've learned from this conversation we had is just the importance of being involved in different things. Like you are building a community here, you're building a community here, you're building a community over there. Yeah. And you just never know when you will need that community.
It's so true.
Yes.
So true. Like, even like I said earlier, I'm in town for my friend's wedding. The reason why she asked me, and I was an MC, the reason why she asked me to do this is back when I was a freshman at Calvin.
Yes.
Another friend was like, man, we need an MC for this. It would be cool if we had an African. Yes. I had never been an MC. I had no business being an MC. But because I was in her community at the time, she gave me that. And like we're saying, don't limit yourself. I took it.
Yes.
And now my friend is like, obviously you're going to be the MC, right? So and who knows what doors that may open for me or for her in the future. And so like you said, you're doing all these things. Who knows? Maybe the podcast, that would be really cool if it is the podcast, will be like the gateway into the biggest, thing in the future. So,
Amen.
Yeah, I'm really praying that it happens. So,
one of the Glimpse of Africa, and people who don't know what Glimpse of Africa is this event we do every summer in August mostly, and it's organized by Frida Kanini. Check out Glimpse of Africa. They have a website and a lot of information. But the event was this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and when we were celebrating Madaraka Day, we had a celebration here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
And I was there filming.
Okay. Yes, that's another thing you do, videography.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I went there filming and I posted it. But I took the vendor who was bringing food. I took a video of the food and I don't remember, but I also took a picture of her. And after the event, she reached out and told me, hey, can you send me some of those? I said, sure, I did. So yesterday, I stopped by her station again.
Yeah.
And she said, Isika, do you know that the videos that you took actually landed me a job in Holland, like an opportunity in Holland?
That's so good.
Yes. And that felt like really good because she was like, this particular organization just wanted a few food vendors.
Okay.
But you had to show like really recent videos and pictures.
Look at that. God's timing.
So that, I sent it to her and she got the opportunity, she was like selected to be one of the few vendors because of that. And
that's amazing. You see her using your gift.
Yeah.
is going to help someone else.
Yes.
Even if you don't know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What?
And that's what it is. It's all about community, connecting with one another, you know.
Yeah.
Through that, you know, I made a video and then
Now
she
got a job.
She got a job, and also I entertain people with that video as well.
That's true.
You know, I got to know you now. You painted this for me. You know, like
that's true.
It's so important to live with each other.
Yeah.
Like true friendship.
For sure.
Know, so
yeah.
Anyway, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me at Bavar25 if you want to watch me doing silly videos, cooking, baking, chasing my dogs and my cats around. Hopefully, I'll get back into more art projects very soon. I have a ton. It's like a ton of projects that I have that I could do. But like I was saying earlier, sometimes you get in your head. So yeah, I'm just hoping that I'll get back into it. But yeah, that's where you can find me at Bavar25 on YouTube, TikTok, I think everywhere. So, if you're hiring, Mayva Elizabeth on LinkedIn. So,
there you go. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And the thing is this, you have a lot of content of the past years.
That's true. It's grown.
I would encourage people just to go back into your channel and look at all your amazing work from when you're in college, spending in your dorm room.
Yeah.
You know, she has a lot of stuff like and you'll be entertained. She's a comedian on the side.
What? No.
Low key, she's a comedian.
Yeah, you know, I will say though, me and one friend of mine from Kenya, sorry, I'm wrapping this up. He and I, we are doing a new storytelling channel. I know a lot of people are doing this, but he's a real comedian.
Yes.
So when that drops, I'll be sure to let you know, and you can share with your people. And me, I'm gonna be definitely shouting you out everywhere. And so, but you guys make sure you subscribe to his channel because he's doing amazing work. So
yes,
yeah. Oh.
Awesome. This has been a great conversation. You know, I've enjoyed having you.
Me too.
And
thank you so much for having me. I feel like this. I've never been on such a fancy on a fancy set. So thank you for, exposing me to this world. I love it. And make sure you guys support, honestly. Like, follow, share, and subscribe widely. Share widely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. As she said, please share, like, and subscribe, comment.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And you can tell Mayva what you want to see. If there's something you went through our channel, and you was like, maybe she can do that.
Give me ideas.
Give her ideas. And for me, if you want also like to hear specific topics, please do that as well. So, thank you. That's it for now. Bye bye.
Right. Bye guys.